Hey, what's up, Street Talks? The Eric from the Eric from Street Photography Blog. Noah took a brief hiatus from YouTube, so thank you so much for your patience. Today, I want to share with you the secrets on how I earn over $200,000 US a year on photography, blogging, teaching workshops, selling products, etc. So, first shout out, everything I learned is thanks to Cindy, my life, my wife, and the reason I've been able to become much more frugal and also generate more income, because half of the income we're earning actually is due to hers. So big shout out to you, Cindy. Love you. So the first principle is called the barbell strategy. I get it from a philosopher named Nassim Taleb. The concept is either charge a lot of money for your services or give it away for free. So for example, when it comes to my blog, I give away all the information for free. And when I charge money for workshops or products, I make it really expensive. So for example, if I do a week-long travel photography workshop, I'll charge, let's say, $5,000 US. Even if I get 10 people to sign up, that's 50 grand. That's a lot of money. And obviously after expenses, it's probably close to around maybe like $30,000, so it's not as much. But consider the fact, it's easier to find 10 individuals in the world of 7 billion people to attend your workshop and spend $5,000 then and to make an income of $50,000 instead of getting 50,000 people to give you $1 each. So the benefit of the barbell strategy is several things. My economic theory is that the rich are just going to keep getting richer and the poor are just going to get poorer. Essentially the middle class isn't going to exist anymore. That's my take. And we're going to live in this dystopic society in the future where the rich are fucking rich, everyone's driving Lambos and Maseratis, and the poor are probably going to be given some sort of like free money from the government and just sit at home, play video games and watch Netflix all day, and everyone's going to have a free smartphone or device and it's just subsidized by the government. And so the reason I bring this up is, do not be a cheap photographer. Consider that in the future you'll probably be able to buy a full-frame DSLR and a good lens for less than $1,000. Or think about even further in the future where you could buy a medium format digital camera for $500. You're gonna have all these 18-year-olds and college students who are gonna make damn good photos, essentially shooting weddings and stuff for free. If you want to make a living, you have to go really, really high in the ultra luxury market where you're gonna sell your photo services to people spending 500 grand on a Bugatti or $200,000 on a Lambo or $300,000 on a Bentley. And the reason why it's also good to give away your stuff for free is because, at least in terms of information, I don't know about you, I personally hate paying for information because it feels intangible. So when you do sell products or things, make it physical and tangible. So for example, Cindy and I, we sell camera straps, so the Henri wrist strap. So that's actually a product that's extremely profitable, and I'm just kind of taking out my Ricoh GR. So currently the camera I shoot most with is the digital Ricoh GR. You can see I blacked it out, and it's like a $600 camera. I have a cover on it, and the cool thing is we're making these new wrist straps. Super minimalist, extremely comfortable, and we're gonna start selling these for Henri because there's this special little loop here, which actually doesn't work on most cameras. So the benefit of selling physical products like the Henri strap, or Cindy is also putting together a product. Actually, it's about to get released. Just check out the blog. It's called Film Notes, Little Red Handbook on how to shoot film photography. We've got street notes, we got photo journal, the Henri neck strap. We have all these physical products that we charge a lot of money for. So they're not cheap. They're very expensive. And the goal isn't to sell like a bajillion of them. It's to sell them to people who really support us and what we do in order to help us make a living, but also to help empower photographers to become the best versions of themselves. So
don't worry about it.
I think brands and marketing, all that stuff, it's essentially, it's all bullshit, right? But the symbolism and the power you get from wearing a certain brand or product, it actually, unfortunately, does kind of empower you in a weird way. So for example, I love Nike shoes. When I was a kid, I always wanted Nike shoes, but I could never afford Nike shoes, so I wore Adidas, which is kind of weird because now Adidas is a cool brand because of Kanye. But anyways, now that I own a pair of Nikes, so I have the Nike RN Flyknits, whatever, I feel like the best version of myself. I feel cooler, sexier, more powerful, and the same thing with somebody who drives a Lamborghini. They feel like their dick size has just gone up like 5 inches or whatnot. But as human beings, physical products and things that we buy do in fact empower us to feel a different way. So, for example, I'm recording this on an iPad. I think not only is the iPad more aesthetically beautiful than any other tablet out there, I feel like it does actually empower me to create more things. And I think it's a superior product than anything that's PC. But the reason why a lot of us will buy a MacBook computer and not a PC is that we think that buying a PC is going to help us become more creative. And sorry, I'm at Starbucks, so it's going to be kind of loud in here. If you come here, drink the cold brew. It's actually pretty good. So going back to how to earn $200,000 a year. So when it comes to your photo services or creating products or selling anything, always charge 25% more than you think you're worth or it's worth, because as photographers and artists, we always undersell ourselves. So for example, let's say you want to start shooting, let me give you an example of what I do. So I teach workshops for a living, right? That's probably like 80% of my bread and butter. Let's say you want to start teaching workshops. Don't be like, I'll do it for like 50 bucks or 100 bucks. Start at least, I'd recommend at least 500 bucks, at least. And when you teach workshops, let's say you're starting off, just have like 10 students, have an early bird discount, so you incentivize people to sign up earlier and you could secure more spots. So what you could do is, your workshop could be $800, charge it at $495 USD, early bird discount like 1 or 2 months before the actual date. And so it incentivizes people to actually sign up for it. And also this is a technique they call this anchoring, where it's smart to mention a higher price and then offer a discount than not to do it at all. So for example, let's say I want to buy a BMW, right? I go to the BMW is whack. I want to buy a Lamborghini, okay? So I go to the Lamborghini dealership and they have the Lamborghini Aventador, which I think is a higher end model. It's got like a V12 engine, I think, or I don't know. Anyways, I think the Aventador I think it's like $400,000, okay? So I'm like, wow, that's too much money. And then the guy selling the Lamborghini says, oh, but we have the Lamborghini Huracan, which is only $200,000. So you're like, okay, $400,000 versus $200,000. The $200,000 one is a deal. So you take out your bag of mafia money and you give it to them, and you have a brand new, blacked out Lamborghini Huracan, and you feel like very cool. This happens every single day situations. Let's say you want to buy a new pair of jeans. You want to buy True Religion jeans, right? So you go to the store and you see the $700 jeans, you see the $500 jeans, and you see the $200 jeans. Obviously, these are all just crazy prices for jeans, but because you see the $700 jean up here, the $500 jean here, and then the $200 jean out here, the $200 jean actually sounds like it's like a pretty good deal, like, because human psychology is always by comparison. Everything's by comparison. So if you want to start making a lot of money as a photographer, you need to aim for the ultra luxury market, unfortunately. The people who earn $1 million a year, people who earn $500,000 a year, target people who could afford Leica cameras. I have a lot of my students, they'll own a digital Leica, which brand new is around $7,000 US. They'll own a 35 f1.4 Summilux lens, which is probably about 5 grand. They'll probably own like 2 or 3 of them. So that's another like 15 grand. 15 grand plus 7 grand, that's like what, 22 grand? So they're spending at least like close to $30,000 in a camera. People have money. Don't be afraid to charge a lot of money for your services. And certainly do not undersell yourselves. That's the biggest mistake we make as photographers and entrepreneurs, is that we lack confidence in ourselves to charge a lot of money. And a lot of us who grew up in a poverty mindset, like for example, I grew up poor. I never went hungry, but my dad gambled away the rent money. My mom was a single mom working under table jobs, under minimum wage, working 12, 14-hour days, 6, 7 days a week, cleaning houses, waitressing, cashier. And I always saw money as like the root of all evil, because my dad would fuck shit up by, you know, essentially being physically and mentally abusive to my mom, because she would refuse to give her the rent money. And my mom's actually, when I was like, I think like 15, she filed for bankruptcy because we could no longer pay off the creditors and the bills. And I actually have this kind of a sad yeah, I guess it's kind of sad, where I'm like, you know, like 10 or 12 years old, and the creditors would call us on the phone saying, let me talk to your parents, because my parents were probably like, I don't know, $10,000 in credit card debt. And yeah, I would always have to pick up the phone, and I'd be like terrified and just shaking and afraid to pick up the phone, because I knew that they were gonna be after my parents. And I even remember my mom having to beg her family members and family for money, and just how embarrassing it was. So I really kind of grew up with this kind of this really dirty idea of money being the root of all social ills. Now my attitude changes. I just see money as a tool. So I wear the same thing more or less every day. My main camera is a $600 Ricoh GR camera. I'm recording this on like a 4-year-old iPad Air. I'm using like the generic Apple headphones, which are pretty good headphones. I have this new rule, it's called the $4 rule. Is if I want to spend more than $4, I need Cindy's permission, because I love to buy stuff. I don't own a car. So it's like, what else do I really need? So I keep my expenses super low, and over the last few years, Cindy and I have actually been able to save over $150,000 USD in our bank accounts, because we just, I mean, it's simple math, right? You have a high income, you have very low cost of living, and you don't let your income, or you don't let your lifestyle go up to your income level. And so it's about living below your means, effectively. So I could easily go out and buy a new Leica M10 and a .95 Noctilux lens, which is like 12 grand. I could in theory just drop 30 grand on a camera right now. If I wanted to, I wouldn't, but that's a lifestyle decision I don't make. Even when Cindy and I go to restaurants, we share one appetizer and one entree. We don't drink alcohol at restaurants anymore, so we just save a shitload of money. And so if you want to become successful in photography, also the most important thing is branding. And branding, it's nothing but, it's just trust. So most people who attend my workshop have been following my blog for 2, 3, 4, sometimes even 5 years, so they know me inside and out. They know my life story. They watch like 80% of these YouTube videos, and they're willing to shell out like $5,000 to attend a workshop with me. And it's because they believe in me, they believe in my mission, and they build trust. I'll give you the key to success. It's very easy. Work 12 to 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, every single day. Drink a lot of coffee, and just create value for other people. So like even with blogging and videos, blogging, I read like maybe like 4 to 5 blog posts a day. Even now that I'm rich, I have a lot of money, because I just want to help people. I make videos like this because Cindy actually encourages me, and I know. I think for me, I'm actually not a very good writer. I'm better at communicating my thoughts and my feelings through video and media. I think I'm actually a very good teacher and a speaker, much more so than a writer and a blogger. So you just have to fucking hustle hard, man. Like, I've been doing this from 2011 to 2017. I don't know how many YouTube videos. I made like over 300 videos. I've written over 2,700 blog posts. And that's the easiest way to become #1 on Google, is just write a lot. I never edit, so just one take. I treat it like a freestyle rap. Like, you just fucking do it in one take. No editing, all that bullshit, just straight up upload it. And like Nike, just do it. I mean, I learned from my friend Justin Lee that if you have an idea or a dream for something, don't tell nobody about it. Just either do it or don't do it. Because apparently, if you tell people about your ideas, you're actually less likely to do it. It's like some weird psychological thing where if you tell people about your dreams, your ideas, your brain tricks itself into thinking that you actually did it. Rather, I think it's better to just shut up and just do it, and then show people what you did afterwards. And the reason I'm giving you guys all this advice is that I don't. First of all, I'm not the world's best photographer. I know I'm not. I know I'm a good photographer. I'm certainly not the world's best photographer. My intelligence, like, I'm pretty smart. I'm not like the smartest person. I'm not stupid, but let's say I'm at about average intelligence or slightly above average intelligence. Who knows? Maybe slightly lower intelligence. But I just work really fucking hard, and that's what Cindy and we love to hustle. And I grew up to hip hop music. Love Kendrick Lamar. I've been listening to his damn album on loop. I love Kanye, Yeezus. I love Jay-Z. DJ Khaled has actually been making some pretty motivational music. So know how to empower yourself with music, with sources of inspiration. Elon Musk. If you guys want to read some business books, I recommend autobiographies, so you could really understand the psyche of these innovators. So I've reread Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson. I've probably reread the book at least 5 times, cover to cover. I'm obsessed with it. I read it twice on hardcover, twice on Kindle, and then once softcover, I don't remember, hardcover. Elon Musk by Ashley Vance, to just get into the mind of him. 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel, like one of the co-founders of PayPal. It's a good way to get started. And what you could do today or tonight to start off your business, I recommend using bluehost.com. It's pre-installed with wordpress.org, which is the platform I use for my blog. I use the Genesis theme and the sub theme. I think it's called like Monochrome or something. I paid like $100 for it. Anyways, make a website for yourself so you own your own platform. Call it, I don't know, your first last name.com or first name last name photo.com. Build a portfolio, have a pricing sheet, and charge more money than you think you're worth. And just ultimately know, I believe in you, but you have to believe in you, because if you don't believe in you, nobody will believe in you. I guarantee if you hustle, let's say you have a day job, you're a student, whatever, if every single day you wake up just 1 hour early, drink cold brew coffee, do hour before work, do work during your lunch break, do work after work and on weekends, and if you do this consistently every single day for a year, I can guarantee you're gonna probably start making at least $2,000-3,000 a month off your passion. I mean, to me, it's just pretty obvious. Sorry, I thought the video stopped. So what are you waiting for? Just do it, right? Things to check out: go to the Eric Kim blog. Check out some of our products. Pick up Henri neck strap. Pick up the wrist strap. Buy film notes if you're interested in film photography, street notes if you're interested in street photography, photojournal if you want to find more personal meaning in your photography. If you're watching this and you want to do a workshop, check out my upcoming workshops. They're very expensive, but they're fucking awesome, and I really do think they'll help you have an unforgettable experience and become the best version of yourself, and also travel and see the world, and just hang out with me and enjoy a nice coffee and actually learn something meaningful. But if this is the last video I make, just know that you could do it, guys, and I love you, Cindy. All right, peace out.